So this one's been requested a few times. So it's the back bend Hollowback Mexican handstand, depends what you call it. So it's just that hollow back position in a handstand. It's very different to the scorpion position. So in terms of where the shoulders are, I use the same drills if you're very flexible or if you're tight like me in this position. So this is currently my back bend position. So I don't have great mobility through the thoracic and through the hip flexors to open up through that back bend position. And someone who is very flexible through there, I'd actually give them the same drills, and I'll go through that in a little bit more detail and show you how I train it. And we can go through a two-legged version and a single-leg version. Single leg is much easier, more intense on the shoulders from a strength point of view. But both variations are worth training, especially the single leg one is more for if you want like a TikTok where you walk over. I think it's called a TikTok, where you walk over from a standing position into a handstand and back again, going backwards. So in terms of warm up for this, I would be doing a thoracic opening, shoulder opening, back bridge, hip flexor opening, rec fem. So a combination of those. These are obviously going to be dependent on where you're tight, where you're flexible. Obviously spend more time on the areas where you're tight. So first of all, it's worth just testing where you're at. So basically going into a freestanding handstand, you can do these up against the wall as well. So I'll show both versions. So it's going into a freestanding handstand or up against the wall and just seeing where you can go to. So in the freestanding version, we're going to do a handstand, go as far as I can and then come back again with the feet. So trying to take the shoulders away from the feet in the opposite direction. So that's where the scorpion, you'd take the shoulders towards the feet. That's where it's very different. So I'm just going to cover the back bend variation, not the scorpion today. Go as far as you can, see if you can come back again. If you're doing the wall version, either start in a freestanding handstand, then go and touch the wall and come back, or start on the wall and just slowly move your hands further and further away from the wall and see where you can pull off the wall without kicking off. So that's like a bit of an assessment to see where you're at. So then we can start training it. So my favorite variation of this is just to have a box, have either mats, yoga blocks, or just some way of changing the height of the box. Start in your handstand, lower down, touch, so light toes, and then pull back off again. So I'm just going to cover the two-legged version first, and then we'll go in the single leg in a minute. So, and then decreasing the height of the box and slowly going deeper and deeper. So every time I'm going to kiss the toes, pull back into that handstand, show control, and then go a little bit deeper, down and down and down and down. So, and then you'll get to your max and you'll just be able to pull off. If you can't pull off anymore, that's your max with this type of drill. The other variation is to do the same thing, but I'm going to do a little bit of a jump with both legs. And obviously with the jump, I can go a little bit lower. The other variation is to do the single leg. So exactly the same way, I'm just going to kiss the floor. So I kiss the box, kiss the cushion or whatever I've got on top of the box, and then come back again. Show control in the handstand. You could either stay in a split or ideally go back to a straight handstand, and then split the legs again and go a little bit deeper and deeper and deeper and find your max. Same thing, we can do that one where we kiss to strengthen the whole range, or we can just go for range of motion by jumping or kicking back off the box. So in the single leg version, most people when they do a TikTok where they go all the way over from their feet, they have to do that bit of a kick to come back again. They don't actually pull off and use strength for the whole range of motion. So once we've done that drill, I do reps and sets of that and then practice away from the wall. So do your reassessment once you've done that and just test how far can you go, both in two legs and single legs, and pull back again. So if you're someone who feels this in the low back, someone who's hypermobile, I would still be working the same variations as someone like myself who's tight, and you're going to have to start at the top and slowly decrease the height again, but instead of just increasing the range of motion, you're actually going to increase the strength through the range of motion that you already have. So it's going to be a little bit different. So someone like myself, I'll go straight to my end range. I don't feel any low back pain or anything because I've got like a stopper. My tightness in my muscles is the stopper. Someone who's hypermobile, you're going to have to fill your range with strength, so you're still going to have to go down slowly bit by bit until and fill all the gap with control and with strength. So what's interesting, I find it much easier in the two-legged version than the single leg version. I think because I'm tighter and stronger, I'll be really interested to know if you guys find it easier in the single leg version or the double leg version. So I'm going to do a comparison where I video both of them, and I'm going to see, like, take a picture on both of my max holds to see actually if the range is different or if it's just my control and confidence in the movement. But I definitely feel like I can go deeper in the two-legged version. So normal, stick any comments, questions below. Let me know how you go with this one. If there's any particular videos you want, thumbs up and subscribe will be appreciated. Speak to you next time. Thanks.